Written for chapter 12, a request. What happened in this chapter? Which is a summary. Oliver was so scared and he didn't want to go. Nancy came and she took him to Bill's house. Bill took him to Toby's house. Toby is the man who will help them at the river. And he told Oliver that they wanted him to go with them to make something. Bill told him if he didn't obey, he will kill him. They both took Oliver to a house they didn't want to rob in a place called Chelsea. Next. Here, Bill warned Oliver that he would shoot him with his pistol if he didn't do what he asked him to do. After that, Oliver went into the house through the small window, and he thought that he might have a chance to warn the people who lived inside the house. So here, that proves that Oliver is a good and kind boy. After that robbery, here Bill hears a noise, so he asked Oliver to go back. But Oliver dropped his candle. This is a candle. Oliver dropped his candle and got confused. Then the two half-dressed men came at the top of the stairs. This is the top of the stairs. And they started to shoot at them. Oliver was shot and Bill had him by the collar. Then he left Oliver and Toby and ran away. Next. This is Toby, the man who helped them to steal the house. Toby correct. They started robbery. Question number 1. What did Oliver say while praying to God? He prayed for God to spare him from their crimes and from his present danger. Question number 2. What did Sachs threaten Oliver to do? He told him that he will put a bullet in his head if he speaks without permission. Question number 3. Describe Nancy's conditions and how did she feel towards Oliver? She was very ill and cold, and she felt that she had to protect Oliver. What happened to Oliver during the weekend? He got shot and he fainted. This quotation. Whatever happens, say nothing and do what he tells you. Who's in this quotation? Let's see the channel. These words were said by wagon to Oliver. Yes, at Wagon's house. When Wagon told Oliver that he will go to Bill's house. Yes, Wagon told Oliver to do whatever Bill asks him, because Bill stops at nothing. This is see. Okay. Next. The second repetition. When you are out with me, say to them, I speak to you, the bullet will be in your head. Also this quotation, of course, Bill sucks. To Oliver. Yes. hesitation. "Oh, for God's sake, let me go. Let me run away and die in the fields. I will never come near London, never, never." So, of course, said that was Oliver.
Oliver looked up and saw a man with long hair, who told him to sit by the fire. "Hello, Toby Crackit," said Mr. Sikes. "This is the boy who can help us tonight." "Good. Now let's rest by the fire," said Toby. The fire was warm, and it had been a long day, so Oliver soon began to fall asleep. At 1:30 in the morning, Mr. Sikes woke Oliver up from a deep sleep. Oliver watched as Mr. Sikes and Toby each picked up a gun, then they told him to go with them. They left the warm fireside, and went outside into a dark night. They then walked for some time through the country. From the top of the wall, Oliver could see a large house in front of him, and finally understood what they were going to do. They were going to break into the house. "Please, no. Don't ask me to do this," Oliver cried. "Be quiet. Do as I tell you, or there'll be trouble," said Sikes menacingly, and he pointed to his gun, to make sure Oliver understood what the trouble would be. Oliver followed the two thieves across the gardens, to a small window at the bottom of the house. It was too small for any adult to climb through, but it was not too small for a child. They easily broke it open, and there was now a small space for Oliver to get into the house. "Take this light, and go upstairs, then you can open the front door for us," said Mr. Sikes. They pushed Oliver through the space in the window, and Oliver began to walk into the dark house. Suddenly, Oliver heard someone inside the house shout something. Then there was a loud bang. "Come back!" cried Mr. Sikes, who took Oliver's arm, and pulled him back through the space in the window. "What's happened?"